should turn my ceiling fan down for this. But I'm also not really sure because it gets kind of hot in here whenever the ceiling fan is down. Alright, I'll turn it down for now. That's not the fan. That's the fan. Alright, yeah, I'll turn it down for now and see if it gets too bad. I can just turn it back on. Alright, audio test. Maybe I want to turn that up a little bit. There we go. Alright, testing. Alright. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Alright, the stream's a bit different from the usual sort that I do. Usually I do like art streams or gaming streams. This time I am streaming while I do takes of a comic dub that I intend to make. Well, I say intend to make. I'll probably make it. It depends if I really stick to it or not. Hang on. I know I've done a few readings of handplates in the past, and that's something that I'm working on maybe doing a little bit more for as well, just as like a good voice acting activity. Because whenever I was a kid, I used to listen to this to the Starbot Dubs handplates comic dub a lot, and one of the VAs there in particular kind of really inspired me, even if I didn't really know it at the time, to become a voice actor, right? So like a really big inspiration to me. So handplates for that reason kind of has a lot of sentimental value to me, and also it's just a good story, good art, good writing, good story. So that's why I like to mess around with it. So I guess we'll get into it, and the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna pick one character and go over their lines, right? Maybe do a few takes of each one until I go all the way through for however many chapters, and then I will go back and do the same for another character until I've done all the characters, just so I can kind of not slip out of the actual voice that I'm doing, just so I can kind of stay in it, right? If that makes any sense. Sorry. I still cough a lot. Not invested in that cough medicine. But yeah. So here I'll start with, we start with Papyrus. So I'm going to start with Papyrus. Oh, wait. Okay, that's weird. This is a weird one because their voice is here. This is a weird start because their voice is here. They're like, grown up like adults and stuff here. But, for most of the comic. Yeah, right. So I might not start with this one then. I might actually start with funny Wing Gaster Man. Also just because that's my favorite voice and what I'm most excited to do as well. I'm very biased for the funny skeleton, funny bone man. Like, I'm not gonna hide. I love this man. I'm gay for this skeleton. What? I didn't say anything. But yeah. Alright, so let me check this real quick. Yeah, alright. So I will take some water and then I'll start. Also, ceiling fan is back up to its max setting again because it's already getting hot, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I'm gonna clear my throat. Testing. Entry number. Hello, my name is Wingaster. Hello, I'm Asgore. I'm Wingaster. I'm Asgore. My voice is deeper. My voice is higher. Because I'm kind of a twink. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. Alright. The mechanism is in place. I've checked my calculations several times. Everything is in order. Alright, the mechanism is in place. I've checked my calculations several times. Everything is in order. Alright, the mechanism is in place. I've checked my calculations several times. Everything is in order. I must remember, this is the only... hang on. Pesky coughs, they come in just whenever. I must remember. I must remember. Damn it. Entry number. I must remember. This is the only way I can easily get the amount of magical material required. There are no other wide and solid places on my body that are easily accessible, aside from my skull, which is not an option. This is the only way. I must remember. This is the only way I can easily get the amount of magical material required. There are no other wide and solid places on my body that are easily accessible, aside from my skull, which is not an option. This is the only way. I must remember. This is the only way I can easily get the amount of magical material required. There are no other wide and solid places in my body that are easily accessible, aside from my skull, which is not an option. This is the only way. Hydrate. I hydrate a lot. You gotta water me. I'm like a plant. I've done the calculations. There should be no effect to my dexterity. I can withstand the damage without putting myself in danger. I know my conclusions are correct. I've done the calculations. There should be no effect to my dexterity. I can withstand the damage without putting myself in danger. I know my conclusions are correct. I've done the calculations. There should be no effect to my dexterity. I can withstand the damage without putting myself in danger. I know my conclusions are correct. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. It's only 5 seconds. It's only 5 seconds. It's only 5 seconds. My hand is in place, and the mechanism is ready. My hand is in place, and the mechanism is ready. My hand is in place, and the mechanism is ready. I just need to press the button. I just need to press the button. I just need to press the button. I just need to. I just need to. I just need to. One down. One down. One down. Yeah, this is mostly Alpha's dialogue, so I'll run over the Gaster line. I'll run the Gaster lines first. I need you to heal me. Hey, I gotta hydrate. I need you to heal me. 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 I suppose it'll be inevitable anyway. I suppose it'll be inevitable anyway. I know. Oh wait, hang on. I skipped something. It was an accident. I know. Good night, Alphys. That's where you're wrong. You can't help me. Not with this. 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 From here, I'm alone. Entry number. Both physical samples have bonded with the soul fragments. Progress so far exceeds expectations. The vortex of magic around the soul is in constant flux, although it frequently manifests a large nodule on one end. Entry number. The large nodule is becoming a Entry number. The large nodule is becoming a persistent feature. 4 smaller tendrils of magic have extended from the main magic mass. These tendrils have been surprisingly constant since they manifested. Entry number. Each specimen has deformed its physical... Fuck. Starting over. Entry number. Each specimen has deformed its physical vortex in the same way. The 4 longer extrusions have branched into 5 tiny ones on each end. I am keeping a close eye to see if this trend is exponential. Entry number. The large nodule without any extremities appears to have developed some kind of partial perforations in a loosely triangular configuration. They somewhat resemble eye sockets. Oh shit. You're not supposed to look like skeletons. You're not supposed to look like skeletons. You're not supposed to look like me. More setbacks. After taking shape, the magic mass has become completely inert. No sign of life, movement, growth, or change from either of them for over a week. There may as well be calcified magical exhibitions in a particularly macabre museum. They're no good. No, wait. They're no good to me like this. I need them alive. I can't have come this far to give up now. There must be a way to break them out of this stasis. There has to be something. is it? They're moving. They're moving. They're moving. It worked. It worked. I did it. I did it. They're alive. You're alive. You're alive. Here we are. Much time I've spent on this area. Much nostalgia even now. Let's do this. It's been 6 hours since I've removed them from the MD solution. They're clumsy and confused. Fearful. I stumbled and tripped like chill. As expected, little experience in non-suspension has led to a difficult adjustment period, particularly regarding ambulatory motion. It'll come in time, I'm sure. They're currently separated. Hang on. They're currently separated, as the nature of their interest in each other is unclear at this point. I will investigate this more carefully at a later date, after they've mastered movement. They do not appear to understand me or be capable of speech. They may not be truly sentient. It'll be easier if they are not. It does not matter either way. The line was crossed long ago. There's no turning back now. What the? What's going on? What's all this screaming? Oh, for God's sake. Limb detachment for a skeleton is completely normal and entirely painless. There's absolutely no call for carrying on like this. You can't understand me anyway. Why am I even bothering to talk to you? I need to bring the arm close enough to reattach it. Stay still. I'm not in the mood for this. Stay still. Stay still! Once close enough, and with proper will, the arm reattaches. Once close enough, and with proper will, the arm reattaches. Once close enough, and with proper will, the arm reattaches. There. No pain, no fuss. Completely unremarkable and entirely undeserving of such attention-seeking behavior. What a waste of my time. At least the other ones have been quiet so far. The taller one is needier than I'd like. The taller one is needier than I'd like. The taller one is needier than I'd like. I need to take steps to prevent attachment. 7 hours since removal. The little, smaller one is awake. I'm surprised both that he survived outside at all, given his frailty, and that he's woken up again so quickly. He may be hardier than I initially thought, which is promising. I went to observe him in person. A transcript of my notes follows. I went to observe him in person. A transcript of my notes follows. I'm keeping my distance at first. He is poking and prodding at the walls and the floor, though he does not come near the force field. Maybe he senses the aura it gives off. I get the impression he's trying to find a way out. Perhaps he wants to go back to the suspension. He is yet to make any sound. It's preferable to the other one's constant whining and crying. He may not be capable of it, or he may just be too focused on his exploration. I've come closer and he's caught sight of me. He's wary and suspicious, though still silent. Obviously he sees me as a potential threat. I've come closer and he's caught sight of me. He's wary and suspicious, though still silent. Obviously, he sees me as a potential threat, so he's more perceptive than the other one at least. I've taken another step closer. His eyes fled a deep purple color interlaced with blue, and he backed up against the wall. Another step closer. His eyes are glowing brighter. I can sense magic gathering within his soul, but he's too young. Too new to know how to make it manifest into an attack. I can sense magic gathering within his soul, but he's too young. Too new to know Fuck! It's a very throat-heavy voice. I can sense magic gathering within his soul, but he's too young, too new to know how to make it manifest into an attack. If you could open his mouth, I'm sure he'd snap at me. You can't use magic to defend yourself yet as much as you try. I wonder what you'll do if I keep approaching. Closer still. He's getting quite frantic. He's rattling his bones at me. At that point, I decided to leave him be to attend to other matters. At that point, I decided to leave him be to attend to other matters. The two of them differ strikingly in temperament. One docile, one hostile. Whether that will make things easier or harder, I will have to see. You're gonna get upset, Gaster, here. Conflicted Gaster time. Ooh, oopsie daisy. An unexpected development. 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 I left them within earshot of one another while I was clearing one of the workrooms for future use. It didn't take them long to realize the other was nearby, perhaps a side effect of the nature of their souls. They made meaningless animal noises at each other. Subject 1 is capable of it after all. Nothing unusual or noteworthy, but then they began to babble. I could recognize the noises they were stringing together. Hang on. I'm gonna go back to the top, actually. I'm gonna take it from the top real quick. Literally, in this case, literally from the top. Well, I guess that's what take it from the top means, huh? An unexpected development. I left them within earshot of one another while I was clearing one of the workrooms for future use. It didn't take them long to realize the other was nearby, perhaps a side effect of the nature of their souls. They made meaningless animal noises at each other. Subject 1 is capable of it after all. Nothing unusual or noteworthy, but then they began to babble. I could recognize the noises they were stringing together, bits and pieces of things I'd said to them. They even mimicked my tone of voice, though clearly without understanding. They can speak. They can learn. They are sentient after all. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. I specifically accelerated their growth because I didn't want them to look like children. I don't want them to sound like children. It's unnecessary. The rapid growth may apply to their minds as well. If they can progress to an adult level of understanding, at least then. I will introduce them to each other tomorrow with the proper precautions in place. This wasn't in my plans, but one must always be ready to improvise. We'll see what happens. This is it. Subject 1 and 2 are going to meet. I'm keeping a tight hold on both of their souls. Don't touch me. So if they fall to fighting, it should be a matter of moments to separate them before either is hurt. It's best to be prepared. I'm not entirely sure what to expect. They've seen each other. They seem at a loss for what to do. Hydrate. I'm not entirely sure what to expect. They've seen each other, and they seem at a loss for what to do. Subject 1 seems wary. Subject 2's eyes have begun to glow. Subject 2's eyes have begun glowing a warm red-orange color. Subject 1 soon began glowing a light blue in response. This seems to have calmed them a little. They are approaching each other. Wonk. They're curious about the other. Hang on. Clear my throat and hydrating. Alright. Entry number. I'm Wingaster. Testing. I'm Wingaster, the Royal Scientist. Alright. Hello there, Lahonk. My name is Wingaster. I'm the Royal Scientist. That's right, you better hydrate. They're curious about the other, as one may expect. They're the first living thing they've seen aside from myself, after all. They're very eager and quick to learn. Already the level of speech is advanced at an astonishing rate just by speaking to each other. As one learns something new, so the other builds off what they've learned to new heights. A mutual scaffolding. They are indeed little skeletons. And they are getting very attached to each other. Yeah. They are indeed little skeletons. They are indeed little skeletons. They are indeed little skeletons. They are getting very attached to each other. Very quickly. If I want the two to mature rapidly, leaving them together seems the most obvious choice. At the same time, emotional bonds. Oh, dang it. It's really hard to hold the vibrating of the vocal cords. Alright. If I want the two to mature rapidly, leaving them together seems the most obvious choice. At the same time, emotional bonds like this carry their own risks. On the other hand, alright, that's enough. Perhaps those bonds can be exploited later, should the need arise. Perhaps those bonds can be exploited later, should the need arise. Subro.png. Entry number. Steady progress at a rapid rate. They can speak in sentences now. Subject 1 is quiet and soft-spoken. A low caser, I'm sure, without much attention to detail and taken to mumbling. 2, however, is more confident and clear, uppercase, like myself. A voice that demands attention. It does not matter what their fonts are. I did not notice. It does not matter. They cry and carry on whenever I have to separate them. But I cannot risk leaving them alone unsupervised until Subject 2 can understand one's condition. It means that if you hurt Subject 1, even a little, even by accident, he will die. It means he will turn to dust and you will never see him again. It means he will turn to dust and you will never see him again. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. It means he will turn to dust and you will never see him again. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. Since then, 2 has been very careful. That's what we call foreshadow. Entry number. Since I moved them into the same room, they are much quieter and easier to work with. They chatter constantly. Entry number. Whenever I go to see them, they are holding or touching each other. They are desperate for physical contact. At least they won't ask it from me. They even sleep like that. It doesn't seem like it'd be comfortable. Oh, wait. They even sleep like that. They even sleep like that. It doesn't seem like it'd be comfortable. Sometimes their souls glow in unison. I believe it's when they are dreaming. Entry number. They're voracious eaters. Given their rapid development, it makes sense. Out of curiosity, I gave them half a portion one night to see what they would do. They split the difference. I suspect. What even is that? Like, what are they eating? What is that? Is that like a granola bar? I don't know. I never actually looked at that. I know it's not spaghetti. I suspect given only a crumb, they'd find a way to share. I suspect given only a crumb, they'd find a way to share it. I don't know where they learned to be so selfless with each other. I suspect given only a crumb, they'd find a way to share it. I don't know where they learned to be so selfless with each other. It's not a trait I think would be inborn. Entry number. I gave them one pillow to see who'd assert dominance and claim it for their own. When I checked in on them, they'd torn it up and were playing with the stuffing. Entry number. They never stop asking me questions. At least the vocabulary is growing. I did make an annoying error once while I was distracted. No, you are not the same person. You are things, though I suppose technically one could say you were brothers. I made you both. Quiet. They unfortunately latched on to the word, brother this, brother that. Perhaps they'll grow out of it. I should have been more careful with my wording. Things cannot be brothers. Entry number. They're starting to read. Hang on. Hydrate again. They're starting to read. I'm being careful about what I give them. I don't want them getting... I'm being careful about what I give them. I don't want them getting ideas about the outside world. Subject 1 is a fast learner. Subject 1 is a fast learner. 2, less so. He struggles with reading, and my hope is that he inherited my... It's a physical problem with his eyes, not a mental one. Bad eyes can be fixed. Bad eyes can be fixed. Bad eyes can be fixed. I'm zeroed in on this line. Subject 1 is a fast learner. 2, less so. He struggles with reading, and my hope is that he inherited my... It's a physical problem with his eyes, and not a mental one. Bad eyes can be fixed, even with one's help. He has difficulty. Use the restroom real quick. I've hydrated too much. Yeah, no, I said I hydrate too much and immediately start to hydrate again. Entry number. Testing. Entry number. It's all muffled now, hang on. Testing. Entry number. He interprets even the strangest He interprets even the strangest directions in clear ways. He interprets even the clearest directions in strange ways. Oh, hang on. He has difficulty. He interprets even the clearest directions in strange ways. He seems intent on sabotaging himself at every turn. One at least seems very clever. Perhaps too much so for his own good at times. Perhaps too much so for his own good at times. Entry number. They smile when I come to see them. They ask me what I do outside. They ask me if they can go outside. Entry number. Subject 2. Try to hold my hand. Subject 2. Try to hold my hand. Entry number. Subject 2. Subject 2. Try to hold my hand. Entry number. Subject 2. Try to hold my hand. I can't get it. I can't get one that I'm satisfied with. I can't get a take that I'm satisfied with. Entry number. Subject 2. Try to hold my hand.
Entry number. I've made a huge mistake. I'm alright. I must have gotten dizzy. I'm very close to a breakthrough, I'm sure of it. I'm going to get us all out of here, you'll see. I'm alright, I just need more time. Please, I've asked that we not talk about this. Man, Asgore is yapping. If you insist. You've always been too gentle and too kind. You don't have the same darkness inside that I have. If anyone should be making such sacrifices, it will be me. I will get us out of here. I will get us out of here, no matter the cost. I will get us out of here, no matter the cost. And you will never have to kill anyone again. I'll make sure of it. You need to stop. This is probably the last Gaster one, because this is the one where he does the hand plates. This is probably the last Gaster one for now. I've waited too long. The project is in danger. My objectivity is at risk of being compromised. I cannot afford any further delay. They are still childlike, but no more time can be wasted. Even this, in the end, was a foolish diversion. It does not matter if they can understand. It does not matter if they can understand. It does not matter what they look like, or if they... Fuck. It does not matter if they can understand. It does not matter what they look like, or if they think... Fuck! Okay, I don't know why I'm messing this one up so much. It does not matter if they can understand. It does not matter what they look like, or if they can think, or what they feel. This is not what I made them for. This is not what I made them for. I need to regain my focus. I need to regain control. I need to remember why I'm doing this. You and Subject 1 don't look alike, do you? I knew when I began what this would entail. I knew what I'd have to do. I knew there'd be no going back. No forgiveness. Decisions were all made for this greater purpose, to create these living tools, to even consider. Such selfish sentimentality gets people killed. Such selfish sentimentality gets people killed. There is only one choice. There is only one choice. I told myself I'd make whatever sacrifices necessary to achieve my goals. I'm not going back on my word. I'm the only one who can do this, who will do this. There are no other options. I'm going to get us all out of here.
Yeah, it's rough.
I'm going to get us all out of here. No matter what it takes. 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 Damn. No matter what it takes. No matter what it takes. The greatest test of my strength. I am determined. Can you move? Good. You should be scared of me. I will not fail.
And that's enough Gaster for now. We're gonna go back and pick someone else. Whew, that's enough Gaster for now. Alright. Let's see. I'll do Asgore. I like Asgore. So we'll do Asgore real quick. He's also the closest to the Gaster voice, so it should be an easy adjustment. Well, that's new. Anyway. Alright.
Dum-dee-dum. Howdy. Hello there. My name is Asgore. Asgore. Would you care for a cup of tea? Alright, that's enough warming up. Gaster. Gaster. Are you alright? You passed out. Gaster, I'm really starting to worry about you. You're working too hard. It's taking a toll on your health. Whatever it is can't be that important. Look at your poor hands. They look worse every time I see them. Are they giving you trouble? No, you said it was an accident, but I'm not sure I believe you. I understand that you want to get us out of here, but it's not worth tearing yourself to pieces. This isn't your... I understand that you want to get us out of here, but it's not worth tearing yourself to pieces. This isn't your burden to bear. When the time comes, and the last soul falls, I will break the barrier and do what has to be done. That is my duty as king, but my duty is also to my people and my friends, and your well-being is more important to me than anything you're working on. I don't want you hurting yourself, not for any reason. I can't lose you too. Stop pushing yourself so hard. It's not your responsibility. Take care of yourself, and I will take care of the barrier. Come on, some tea will help you relax. You can go back to work after you unwind a little, alright?
Asgore's my favorite. I love Asgore. Well, my favorite in the dub is probably Gaster, because, it's Gaster. But Asgore's probably my favorite character when it comes to actually, Undertale, Alright. We're gonna go back to... We're gonna go back here. And I guess we'll start with... I want to start with Papyrus, but also Sans is probably easier to slip into after doing Gaster and Asgore, because they have kind of similar voices. At least the way I do them. Though adult Sans' voice is probably much deeper than fucking kid Sans, so. Alright, Sans time.
Geez, kid, you're not real good at privacy, are you? We got our reasons for keeping them to ourselves. Geez, kid, you're not real good at privacy, are you? We got our reasons for keeping them to ourselves. Some things are better off forgotten. But not that spaghetti, huh? How's it coming along?
Alright. I forgot about Alphys. Well, I'll have to do her later. She's probably gonna be after Papyrus. Alright, I don't think Sans says anything here. Yeah, he doesn't have any lines. Oh, here he makes noises, so I guess I'll give him noises. Oh, this is gonna look so fucking goofy. Alright, here we go. Let me hydrate first. Aga, aba, agabada, abiga babada gaba, abja kabawaga, amada babada, sushpana. Oh, angagagabadabo. Foda badi bonono. Abjawa? Yeah? Abajagagadi bata. Some top tier dialogue. Abjawa? Abjawu? Where? Some top tier dialogue. Does he say anything? I don't think he says anything here. Oh, he does. No, he definitely does. I'm tripping. Palm. Ah! What is disappointing? Alternating current? Marrow? Laser? Brothers? He's my brother? Yeah, I didn't realize just how little dialogue Sans has this early on. Why don't we ever see anyone else down here? We a secret or something? Yeah, alright. There's no Sans here. Alright. I guess do papyrus now. What? You saw a handplate? Humans are private. How did you ever see them? My defenses were impregnable. How did you do such a thing? No, they're not a skeleton thing. Or a monster thing. They're... Yes. Very good, complex, and controvertible reasons that anyone could understand. Like what? I just don't like looking at it, that's why. It makes me feel like I'm forgetting something. Something important. Oh, right. I need to turn the heat up. Oh, right. I need to turn the heat up. Oh, right. I need to turn the heat up. A lot of clickies. I think that was enough. I'll do a little more just in case. That's probably enough. This is a little goofy starting out. Oh, shit, here we go again. Abuda, bibi jago dabo, abu zawu biga, dispega baga, au is Sudan, abjadu, is sangung, ba 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 ba, abju,
Abju. Goya. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I don't touch my spaghetti. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Wonk. Arm. Hand. Shh, shh. No cry. See? One okay. One normal. What's that mean? What's die? What is specimen? Electricity? Calcium? Forbidden? What is he? What are we? Is he me? Am I him? Then what are we? Are you a brother too? Are you a brother too? But what are you? Are you us? What are you to us? Alright, now for the Alphys ones. She's really squeaky, so she's a pain on the throat. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and welcome back to another episode of Five Nights at Freddy's. Welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Now the first night is never usually that bad in any of the night. Was that the bite of 87? Alright. Was that the bite of 87? Yeah, I can't do it, alright? Hold on, I'm coming. What is it? Oh my god! Dr. Gaster! What are you? Why didn't you call me? I'm not dressed. Why aren't you signing? Is something wrong? Oh, your hands. What happened? Are you hurt? I can try and heal you. Come on. But, why aren't you using your magic hands? Never mind. I probably shouldn't ask. Oh, Jeez, don't, just ignore all that. I haven't had a chance to clean up around here. Here, sit here. Let me see. What happened? Oh, right, you can't really, God, it's so stupid. Maybe if I could, take the bandages off, it might be easier if I could see what happened. I mean, I get being embarrassed if it was an accident, but I'm not going to judge you or anything. It happens to everyone eventually, right? Even someone as graceful and careful as you. It was an accident, right? Right? So everyone has accidents every now and then. It's okay. So if I could just yeah, didn't catch any of that. So let's just take a look and oh my god! What happened? What did you do? Oh my god! Oh god, no wonder you didn't want to sign. This must hurt so bad. It's cut right through. It's so clean. Is the other one like this? This I don't know how you could. This doesn't this doesn't look like an accident. Do you have the bone pieces? 'Cause if you do, then maybe I could. You don't have those either? Without them, I mean, I can make it stop hurting, but I won't be able to. Jeez, I wish I could understand you. Dr. Gaster, before you, I know, things have been hard for everyone since what happened, and I know you were close to the king and queen, and, but, if you, if you're ever feeling, or, if you're, or, no, I just wanted to say that, that there are people who care about you a lot, and if something's wrong, or you need help, or someone to talk to, you can talk to me, or someone else, even if you don't like me. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're not alone, so, yeah. Man, that went by fast. Really just how much, Gaster's just yapping in the early chapters. He's speaking Japanese. Alright, and we're back to the G-Man. It is done. They asked me, begged me, screamed at me to stop. No, I don't know if I've got it now. It's really hard to transition from the Alphys to the Gaster. They're very different voices. It's a lot easier to slip into like, hey, funny bone man, than it is to slip into Alphys, this, squeaky, high. Really high. Alright. It is done. It is done. It's done. They asked me, begged me, screamed at me to stop. When I did not, they called out for their brother to save them. When they did not, they called out for someone, anyone to help them. But nobody came. A lesson we must all learn at some point. It is done, and I must admit, a part of me is curious now what they will do.
Hang on.
It is done, and I must admit, a part of me is curious now what they will do. The limited worldview must be completely shattered. What will they build out of the pieces? Can they even understand what just happened to them? How will they adapt to this new paradigm? What will change?
Let's see if I can do the flip-floppy. My hand hurts. I can't. Oh, no. I don't got it now. I don't got it right now. See, yeah, it's hard to like switch back and forth. Yeah, I think I'll probably just end now. It's a really short stream, but I'll probably just end for now. Because I do need to eat, and I kind of forgot to eat earlier, so I'm gonna do that. How do I... Ah, that's not how that works. How do I do the raid thingy again? I think. Ah, no, that's not it. How do I stream manager? Is that it? Aha, that is it. Alright, let's see. I will filter by category. Why not? I'll go into an Undertale stream. This is an Undertale based thing. Yeah, not a lot at this hour. Sans is sleeping. Well, that's an interesting one. More painful than Elden Ring. Is anyone playing Undertale Yellow? Actually, let me see. No one's playing Undertale Yellow anymore. Damn. All right, Undertale it is. Let's see. Who else playing Undertale? Just let the suffering end. Interesting. Doing my first stream, Undertale. Oh, that's cool. I'll read into that. That seems cool. Oh, and they're in ruins. Alright. How do I... Oh, there we go. I just clicked the little clicky thing.